Hello, welcome to LADZ podcast, where we talk about Milton Keynes hockey and, of course, the NIHL. Myself, Mason. We've got Brian and number 22, Harry MacGarvey. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you guys?
Yeah, not
Very
too
well,
bad.
thank you.
But yeah, so it's all like questionnaire. It's actually an interview. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I am very tired again. Good excuse, but it's about getting to know you. So we jump right into it. So, how did you get into ice hockey, and how do you know it's for you?
Yeah, so I got in from a very young age. So when I was about sort of 4 or 5, my family sort of up and moved from where we were in England and went to Boston. And of course, new place. I was quite young. I just wanted to make friends. So I started playing lacrosse, basketball, soccer, baseball, and then ice hockey, just to make friends. I was pretty terrible at it, but I loved it, just kind of from minute one. I've got lots of vivid memories of playing in, it was Charlestown, the Townies we were called. And then, came back to England when I was like 7.
Yeah.
And my mum rang up kind of Oxford and MK and said, like, can he come and play? Like, we didn't know anything about hockey in this country.
Yeah.
And then, MK welcomed us with open arms, and I've been here ever since.
Great.
That's brilliant. And whilst doing actually ice hockey itself, do you try any other positions?
Yeah, so for that team in Charlestown, it was obviously very not a great standard. It was just local. We all had to take turns in goal. So I've played a little bit of 10D in my time. I was not very good at it. Every time I went into butterfly, the coach had to come on the ice after the buzzer, pick me up and leave me there. And then the second it would come down, I'd drop again, and then he'd have to come on. And that was a very long game. So that was when I kind of decided that I'll stick to being a player.
Yeah.
I've tried a bit of D in my time. I'm not very good at it, so I've got a lot of appreciation for the demon of our team and of the world. It's very hard to do. So
And of course, your first competitive game, how was that for you? And of course, did you score any assists?
No. I think I probably had about 2 shifts. I would have been about 16. It might have been during lockdown actually, but I was absolutely terrified. Obviously, as I said, I've been an MK for a while, so I've obviously known about thunder and lightning for years and years leading up to it, and I'd been able to train with them since I was about 14. So I'd been able to watch them without legally being able to play. So when I finally got there, I think all the excitement was there, and I'm on the blue line doing the national anthem, shaking. So it was very nerve-wracking, but obviously I look back and it's a very fond memory of mine. Yeah, didn't score or assist, unfortunately, but
The main thing, you had fun, didn't you?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you want to go into
Yeah, I mean, we just had the pre-season. You had 2 really great games against Coventry. Managed to score in both of them, so congratulations to that.
Congratulations.
That's really great. How did that feel? You know, it was quite competitive, especially the second game. I thought you were outstanding.
Thank you very much. It's been good. Obviously, we've got a lot of new faces this year. And I was able to, both of the people who, in the first game, I was involved with Sam Peters, who I have played with in Nottingham before, but I haven't had a chance to play with him in MK.
Yeah.
So it was nice to connect up there again. And then Lewis Conroy, I assisted, and it's lovely to see, obviously, him coming up through the ranks, and he's incredible, isn't he? Great talent. So it was nice that we've already started building these new partnerships that I'm hoping we can exploit throughout the year. Similarly, in the home fixture, we haven't lost those partnerships that we built sort of the seasons prior, like Xander and I, which I had a lot of fun on the line with him, penalty killing. We were saying that every penalty kill we go, we're trying to score, we're not trying to just leave it as is.
Foot on the gas and keep going.
I think that's a good mentality to have, and it worked. So.
100%. And also, it's like, as I said, this year, it's a lot of more youth in there as well. So it's nice to see everyone quite close with age gaps, all getting along. Of course, the older players, of course, they love you guys, and it's good to see them have a laugh with you guys, and also learn some experience. I know, is it Joe? I'll get told off for this. Joe Mollier?
Yeah.
Mollier. I did get it right. There we go.
Well, I'm not sure if that's right. He's new.
So yeah, and his experience coming in from Solihull and everything, and you saw that on the ice as well, having you guys out, and of course Corey Taylor, his debut as well. I think that big hit on Harris and Coventry, it was like, I said on the podcast coming out tomorrow, wow. But you guys are looking very sharp, and it's great to see. Yeah. So quite excited for the season.
The new guys have slotted in really nicely.
100%.
Especially those two. It's really good to see.
So is it just ice hockey that you're passionate about, or is there any other sports that you follow?
I'm a massive football fan.
Which team? Which team?
My family's from Liverpool.
Right, okay.
Apologies.
Cool. No apologies needed.
Yeah.
It's all right.
What about you?
I'll probably get hated because I used to be Manchester United when I was younger, but I'm now a Gooner.
Wow.
So,
I mean, but each their own.
Yeah, but it's just I don't really watch much football much these days because it's just like after the ice hockey, it's just I see it completely different now.
Yeah.
When I see players diving and getting hits and little tap, it's like I'm like, mate, go and play ice hockey. You see the difference.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences. Obviously, I think football's way more accessible, so people can relate to it a bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas I find that the other way around, people that do watch football and don't watch hockey see it and they go, well, when I'm skating, I look like an idiot and I'm holding on to a penguin, for example. Yeah. And I've had friends be like, it's great, but I don't know when you're doing something good versus something bad, because to me, all of it's impressive. And it's like, that's obviously nice to hear, but I think it's a big sort of gap between the spectator and obviously the player.
Yeah, and I think it just takes a while to actually get to understand what the rules are and the intricacies, and I think that's where both you and I, Mason, have come a long way.
Yes.
Because we've been doing this, I've been following the Lightning since 2017, and Mason joined about
3.5, 4 years ish, and then of course I'm still learning because my hockey IQ is like when I was actually next to you guys on the bench and hearing what Will was saying, the coaches and you guys speaking, I was like, okay, now I'm learning.
Yeah.
So it's actually nice to learn, and also better for me to learn as well.
And it's good, of course, like sitting next to the bench as well, the players all have different experiences and you draw off that. So often my opinion will be different to Will's, obviously default to the coaches, right? But, or my opinion will be different to a juniors, for example, who the junior leagues are so much different to the senior leagues. But yeah, I think that experience of being able to hear everyone's different takes on how we should run a power play, for example, can get really interesting. Yeah.
Okay, and then let's go at America and then Canadian. Any NHL teams that you follow, and of course any particular players that you look up to and maybe trying, not copy, but you look up to them, your way of hockey as well.
So as I said, I started in Boston.
Yeah.
So I kind of just went, support your local. I have been to a bunch of Bruins games. So yeah, I kind of just followed them from when I started playing there. I wouldn't say there's a particular player playing now that I really kind of connect with on the Bruins. I liked Bergeron when he was around. I've got his jerseys and stuff. As for players right now that I kind of try and emulate, I really like Connor McDavid and Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard, a weird one, because he's the first kind of big athlete that's come along and been younger than me and way better than me, which is, I feel like, a really humbling experience. Of course, this kid's going to dominate in the NHL. But yeah, I like to... I think one of my best attributes is my speed, which of course Connor McDavid is a joke. So I'll watch clips of him and try and fail to emulate him. But yeah.
So you talked about your speed there. What other key strengths do you have in your game, and is there something that you're trying to improve?
Yeah, absolutely. For any of them will tell you that my shot is not the strongest. So I spent a lot of kind of this summer and last season trying to improve that. And I've now scored 2 goals from shooting rather than dekes, and I used to rely on that a lot. So I think that was a big skill of mine that really needed improving, and I think I'm now seeing kind of the benefits of working on it.
Good.
I quite like the playmaking aspect of the game. I think that being creative and expressing yourself that way is really interesting, and it's a good sort of way to a player can show personality on the ice. So yeah, kind of passing and playmaking and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, because playmaking, it's like you're right there, and of course you've got to see where everyone else is and everything. And that's where I thought in pre-season, I've noticed like most of you guys know who's where.
Oh yeah.
And I like the link up, the passes, and of course he's done that. It's there was a pass you did, and I went home and I was knacking, and everything, but I forgot one of the passes you made. It was literally just like effortless, and I was like, wow, okay. And this guy's just young, so, and you are going places.
Thank you.
And all you say is just keep doing what you're doing, have fun,
Definitely.
and everything. So you never know, you might move on higher in the future.
You could be the next Lewis.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, and we'll
Don't stop Peterborough.
You.
No, never.
I'm from Peterborough. So, and of course, fun stuff as well. I know we were touched on the sports, like when you like time to relax and everything, like anything like doing music, movies, like going places. Things you like to do.
It's been a bit of a weird one 'cause since I've been at uni. It'll be go out and meet friends rather than anything.
Yeah.
I do play a bit of football. It's been a bit weird the last couple of months because I've been sort of plagued by injuries last season, so I've not been able to do a lot of the things I enjoy. I like some water sports. I remember you spoke with Aaron about that, right?
Yeah.
So like wakeboarding and stuff. I've just been to Canada and done some wake surfing there, which was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Amazing.
And yeah, video games obviously. I'll play with my girlfriend.
PS5, Xbox.
I've been Xbox for as long as I can remember, but I'm pretty proficient at both. I'm not like one of those diehard.
Yeah.
I won't talk to the other.
Yeah.
I've got a few people that are like, I'm on PS5, they're like, come Xbox, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I'm alright, because I play NHL and football in it as well.
Yeah, I've always been Xbox. Never had a PS, but like, it's interchangeable for me, especially with all the like cross-platform stuff now. It doesn't really matter.
That's right.
I definitely. And touching back on to hockey, any particular like routine you've got ritual before games? Like I know we've heard some with certain like dietary they have, and of course going around in circles, fist bumps, and left, rights, and jumps.
I'm not sure it's the most kind of fun one of the lot. Some of these guys have definitely got some better ones than me. I'll try and kind of time my eating, obviously, as boring as it sounds. Make sure my nutrition's right, especially it kind of starts the day before a game. I need to have a good dinner the day before a game, otherwise I just mentally won't feel good. But outside of that, like I'll go on, and a lot of my routine has come from force. So it's come from physios being like, you're going to get really hurt again if you don't start stretching properly. And I'll start on ice. I'll do my little stretch routine while everyone's shooting pucks. The closest thing I've kind of got to like a routine or superstition is probably before like we skate up to the blue line for the national anthem, I'll give everyone a tap, and then I'll give whoever the goalie is the tap after I've skated to the blue. It helps because obviously Aaron is a higher number than me. I've had it with the goalie's number one. They go first. It's like, okay, great. Can't do it. And then I'll be the last on our blue line after the anthem.
Okay.
2 taps on the centre dot, 2 taps on a little dot next to it, and then go round and loop and hug the right post, and then I'll
that's
start shouting.
There you go.
Interesting
Different one there.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into the most embarrassing moment?
Yes, we've had lots of stories in the past with interviews. So, come on, tell us what's been your most embarrassing or funniest moment in hockey.
I had a pretty embarrassing one this weekend. Right at the end, the replay's probably out there somewhere. I can get Lauren or Will to find it. The puck comes to me in their zone, and it's me and the goalie, and I take a stick handle and just pass it out of the zone instead of shooting for no reason, completely by accident. I'd say probably the most embarrassing story I've got that I can remember was like in a training one time. We were doing a scrimmage where it's like 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-2, and it was me v 2 people, and I had an empty net for some reason, and I've at full speed thrown my stick to try and stop a puck going in. The stick's got caught in the net. I've then slid on my knees into the stick and properly winded myself. It was horrific, and I was there lying on the ice for everyone to see. I could not get up for the life. I just
I bet you
it was kind of the first time I'd ever been properly winded, and I just couldn't move.
Oh, bless you, mate, honestly. And of course, going to the last one is you're young yourself. And of course, you see all the the Storm, younger generations. Anything you would give to them to maybe come into the sport? What advice would you give them
for coming into the sport, or people that are already playing?
Bit of both.
Bit of both, actually. From
I will talk to the camera for this one. Anyone that's looking to kind of come into the sport, it's a big commitment. You do have to be honest about that. But it is, I can honestly say that my favourite thing I do. It motivates me through my week. I have a lot of fun doing it, and I've met most of the closest people in my life doing it.
Yeah,
great.
So it's a massive thing. For those already in the sport and looking to kind of improve or, I don't know, just make a name for themselves, really, I'd say approach every level with confidence that your ability will guide you through it. It's gotten you this far. It'll get you further. I think I struggled a lot when I was, as I said, I got really nervous for my first senior game. The bit that I'm loving about all the juniors we've got with us now is they're all so confident. They want to be out there. They want to be on the park. They want to do something. I mean, the Will Rees, for example, the sort of composure that he took his goal with, I couldn't dream of when I was his age.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'd say that stands him in really good stead, and the rest of them as well. I think they'll go really far with that attitude.
Yeah. So what talking about the season ahead, what are your goals for this season, both personally and obviously as a team?
Yeah, so I think for the team, look, we all want to win it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a big target for us. This is a really competitive league. Obviously, everyone, I'm not sure how closely you've been following the signings everyone's made it, but some of the teams look really, really strong. You've got obviously your Haringays who are in pre-season beating Sutton, who went on a 22-game unbeaten streak or something in their league last year, which is ridiculous. Your Guildfords are always going to be strong. Peterborough's always going to be strong. You've got your Oxfords, now that their first team's folded, some of that might filter down. Your Invictus, obviously, we'll see them this weekend. Yeah. So it looks really strong. I think a big one for me is make this place a fortress. I think I'd like to, if we can go unbeaten at home, I think it'd be a massive thing, and give anyone that comes and all the fans something to cheer about while they're here.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
no, 100%. So
great to hear.
Touching with the fans at the end, the last bit will be message to the fans. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you for all your support. I hope we can give you a fun season and a successful one. And yeah, please keep cheering us on and being the seventh man on the ice.
Thank you very much.
You heard him. And of course, this Saturday with the Mustangs at 7 p.m. And of course, we'll see you there. And thank you for popping on.
Thank you very much.
And guys, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Thank you. That's the Lightning Lads. Bye-bye.